that's enough of that. I think I went like, what? Damn, almost 2 minutes on that song. But anywho, guys, that's around the point. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ring of Honor Final Battle 2015 review. As always, guys, I am HEELSTEVEN, and normally I'd be doing these reviews with people. But being that I'm the only guy out of the group that watched Final Battle, no, I'm lying. I watched it with OKFabe, most of it. I actually ordered the event. Um, it was a graduation gift by somebody. Leave it at that. And I got to watch the show. Overall, I'm going to say this, my honest opinion on the show as a whole. I thought it was a very, very solid show. Very enjoyable. Probably one of what is up there with some of the best Ring of Honor that I've seen from this year as a whole. But nonetheless, I feel like this show really delivered in all aspects. Granted, it was in Philadelphia. Nothing against Philadelphia. Just my honest opinion. I feel like this show should have been in New York. You know, you think about it, mostly every Final Battle show that you can think of in the last couple of years, they've all been in New York. And again, nothing against Philly, but I feel like the big shows, not the Wrestle, but those big Ring of Honor shows should be in New York. Because that's where the draw's at. Granted, you have Philadelphia, the crowd all you want, but in the fact that it was in the 2300 arena, the old ECW arena, but nonetheless, I thought this show was a very, very enjoyable show. Go check it out if you've missed it. What are you waiting for? Rewatch it, what have you, any way you can, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to go through this card right now. There was a pre-show match that I didn't watch. It was Cheeseburger versus Brutal Bob Evans. Let's be honest here. Who really gives a fuck about that match? Apparently, Cheeseburger won. Good for him, I guess. But let's be honest. No one gives a fuck about that match. I know I don't. I know you guys don't either. So why bother, right? But again, that's around the point. We had the first show of the night. We had a triple threat three-way tag team match. The winning team would get a shot at the Ring of Honor tag team titles. You had the All Night Express, Red Titus, Kenny King versus the Briscoe brothers versus the Young Bucks. And overall, I thought this was a very, very good way to start off the show. You want to get the crowd rallied up crazy for what's to come during the show. And what better way than have the Young Bucks, the Super Kick Party, come out there and do their usual shtick, you know, super kick, spot fest. Overall, if you're really into the whole high flying, holy shit type of spots, this is the match for you. But again, I feel like all three teams here really worked hard to make this match good, and they did. Let's not take that away from these guys. But I'll be honest. I'm happy that the All Night Express got the win. Cause I'll be honest, like you think about it too, the Briscoes, they've already been like an 8-time tag team champions. The Young Bucks are like in every tag team title match in Ring of Honor mostly, and nothing against the Bucks. I get a lot of you like to shit on the Young Bucks a lot. All they are a bunch of spot fests, just all you want. They don't sell anything. All the super kicks, they're a disgrace to the business. And reality is, when I look at the Young Bucks, this is my honest opinion on the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks, they're like those two guys that go to a party and the party is shit. When I mean shit, the party's dead, and these two guys show up and they light up the party. That's the best way to describe the Young Bucks, in my honest opinion, of course. All right. But I felt again, I'm happy at the All Night Express won. The All Night Express, Kenny King, Red Tide. Kenny King looked rejuvenated in this match if you watch him. But I'm happy because it's a different tag team in there, especially with the whole outcome of the tag team title match that happened later on in the night. But I'm happy for the All Night Express. All right. You had Silas Young versus Dalton Castle in a singles match. Overall, I thought this was a very, very enjoyable match. I feel like, and I'm going to say this right now, I feel like Dalton Castle is just fucking amazing. His character is to a fucking T. And that's one thing about Ring of Honor. A lot of the guys, they're not about character. They're about just wrestling, just getting into the ring and beating the fuck out of each other. Dalton Castle is amazing, and his character, he's an actual character, which, again, is fucking amazing in itself. You know what I mean? I could see big things coming his way in the future. Same thing for Silas Young. Silas Young is that old school, real man style. In the match itself, it was an okay match. I'm not going to say it was a good match, oh my god, but it was overall a very, very enjoyable, solid match. for what it was. At the end of it, Silas Young got the win. At the end of it, it seemed like the boys, who are now the men, were going to attack Dalton Castle. Silas Young told, Dalton Castle to get on the mic and say that, he is a real man's man. That Silas Young is an actual man, right? If not, he'll have the boys attack Dalton Castle with steel chairs, and wondering was he going to say it or not. And that was the big thing. And Dalton Castle's like, yeah, you are a man, but you're a stupid man or a buffoon. And the boys attack Silas Young, and the crowd goes ape shit. So in a way, the story is, yeah, you didn't win, but you got to tell, I guess, your good ending, I guess. You know what I mean? Something like that. And that was that. And again, a very solid and decent match for what it was. Then you had Michael Elgin versus Moose. I thought this match was very, very okay for what it was. Don't get me wrong, I think Moose is amazing. I think Moose has a lot of potential in the future, especially for Ring of Honor. And Michael Elgin is Michael Elgin. What do you expect? And again, these two guys went out there, beat the fuck out of each other. A lot of good spots here for what it was. Elgin did his typical suplex where he has a guy up in the air for like 30 seconds. It's amazing because Moose is bigger than him. I'm talking big as in height. It's like, holy crap, you know what I mean? And Elgin was able to hold him up for like 30 seconds, and it's like, holy crap, you know what I mean? And again, it's a back and forth match. For a minute there, I'll be very honest, I want to see Moose get the win, because I feel like, again, with Ring of Honor right now, you need new faces, new people up in the mix, if you will. And Elgin, I feel like, yeah, he's been champion already. There's been a lot of shit going on with him back in the day, with him wanting to go play baseball and the heat that he had back in 2014. Now he's Big Mike. New Japan, apparently going to be part of Wrestle Kingdom 10. Be facing Jay Lethal. So overall, all of that being said, I kind of understand why, Elgin won, but I would have preferred, hey, you know what, if you gave the win to Moose. But nonetheless, I see big plans in the future for Moose, So yeah. Then we had Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. This match, holy crap. These two guys went out there in just, again, amazing match. They blew the roof off the place. Probably the match of the night, if you ask me. Granted, was it up there with their hybrid styles fight that they had back in Best in the World 2012? No. But it's up there, though. It's there, not together, but it's close to that. But I feel like this match is literally just an amazing match. These two guys went out there. They blew the roof off the place. A lot of good six spots here. You know what I mean? These two guys are just fucking amazing. It's like Adam Cole, the Canelo Alvarez of professional wrestling. And Kyle O'Reilly is like the Gennady Golovkin of wrestling. Mind you, Canelo Alvarez was supposed to fight Gennady Golovkin real soon. And you put that together, it's just fucking amazing. Like I said, I hate being repetitive with it, but I just can't help myself. I think Kyle O'Reilly, 2016 needs to be his year. He needs to really, win the title. I feel like, honestly, he's going to be the one next, if you ask me. And why not, right? If you anything, do it at the 14th anniversary show. If not, fuck it. You want to be that big, memorable, holy shit moment, just like Jay Briscoe. Have him win at WrestleMania weekend. Supercard of Honor 10. Why not, right? Just saying. But that's just me, of course. But overall, Adam Cole got the win. So Kyle O'Reilly had Adam Cole in this triangle choke, and Adam Cole was able to get his foot on the rope for leverage for the pin. Mind you, Kyle O'Reilly had Adam Cole stuck in that triangle choke. So with that being said, yeah, Cole got the win, but it was a fucking sick match. Just back and forth. At the end of it, Kyle O'Reilly, out of anger, out of rage, he starts applying the armbar on Adam Cole, and he wouldn't let go of the hold. The referees came out. There's one referee, he had like these red, curly, like clown red hair. People call him curly carrot top, which I thought was funny. But that's just me. I thought that was fucking funny as shit. But for what it was, this feud's going to continue. I feel like this feud itself, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, is the future of Ring of Honor. Just like, Punk and Joe was back in the day. just like Bryan and Nigel was back in the day. Same thing, I guess, with Steen and Generico or Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly are going to be one of those big feuds in Ring of Honor in years to come. I'm calling it right now. That is, of course, if, hey, either one of them gets signed to WWE or TNA or whatever, you know what I mean? But that is big money. I guarantee you that's gonna make big money in the future. So after this, we had Alex Shelley, Matt Sydal, and ACH versus The Addiction, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and, of course, HEELSTEVEN. Overall, I'll be honest, it was a good match. It wasn't really my cup of tea, but for what it was solid. Everyone did their usual thing. I do set in the future a reunion of the Motor City Machine Guns. It's bound to happen, all right? But for what it was, it was enjoyable. The crowd was into it, okay? Some guy had a failed attempt at a fuck TNA chant, but it didn't work. Good for them, I guess. It didn't work. But other than that, the match for what it was there. All right. At the end of it, yeah, Shelley, Sydal, and fucking ACH got the win. So good for them. Then we had Roderick Strong versus Bobby Fish for the Ring of Honor television title. In this match overall, it had a slow start, but for what it was, it picked up at the end. There's a lot of controversy with Bobby Fish having Roderick Strong in a leg lock, something like that, and Roderick Strong tapped out, but the referee didn't see it, which I thought was very brilliant. I thought overall that itself was fucking smart. It was brilliant. After that, hey, the idea was that, yeah, Bobby Fish won, right? Even OK Fake, because OK Fake got to watch it with me nearly at that point of the show, because he was recording, with One Wrestling. So he's saying himself, it was fucking brilliant the way they booked that whole thing, having Roddy tap out with the referee not seeing, like under his leg, and the idea was, fucking Bobby Fish won the title, and I think he was marking that himself, and fucking Todd Sinclair says, no, you didn't win, and Roddy with a fucking knee just knocked out Bobby Fish for the 1-2-3, and there you go. You could say now that, hey, Roddy's a heel again, which, is fine. I'll prefer him as a heel. He's a heel in PWG. You might as well make him a heel in Ring of Honor, right? I'm just saying, but that's just my opinion, of course. After that, we had War Machines versus The Kingdom. Michael Bennett, Matt Taven versus Raymond Rowe and Hanson. Overall, I'll be honest, I felt this match was quick. I get why they wanted to give a lot of time to the main event. It wasn't a bad match. I just personally felt, my honest opinion, listen, I get it. You want to promote War Machine. They're in Japan now. Same thing with the Kingdom. But it's one of those things where I personally would have not had, the Kingdom drop the belt. I would have still had with them maybe for a couple more months, who knows. But I get it. They're that, War Machine's that new team. They've been around for over a year now. They formed in Philadelphia. So it kind of made sense. Yeah, let them win the titles here. I personally feel, if anything, they're going to drop the belt to either the All Night Express, or if not, to it potentially, I'm saying potentially right now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but potentially a reunion of the Motor City Machine Guns. And why not, right? It could be fitting. But at this point, anything could possibly happen in Ring of Honor. And then after this, we had the main event, AJ Styles versus Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor World title. Let me just say this right now. Taylor Hendrick looks fucking gorgeous in that white dress. Especially just the ass itself. I just can't help myself. When she was bent over on the apron, it's like, oh my fucking god, this girl is just fucking amazing. I think Coco Sports said it earlier on the show. She reminds you of one of those fake cute girls that try to look cute, but she played off to a fucking T. She played it to a fucking T, and it was fucking gorgeous. And Truth Martini himself is fucking amazing. Probably one of the best Truth Martini is probably, without argument, one of the best managers in the game today. All right, and Jay Lethal is just fucking amazing. So is AJ Styles, and there's a lot of talk with AJ Styles and his back and being hurt. He might not be able to do the match with Jay Lethal. Hell, He might not even be part of Wrestle Kingdom 10. And there's a lot of speculation, a lot of talk about it. And for what it was, I'll be honest. Like a lot of you people out there, this is the match that really, really sold me in to buy the pay-per-view. Along with Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, but more this match. If this match would not be on the card, I probably would have not ordered it for what it was. Even if it was a gift, I would have told, my girl, like, don't buy it, like, whatever. But for what it was, you get it. I get it. A lot of you were expecting a 5-star quality match, match of the year candidate. I guarantee you, if AJ Styles wasn't as hurt, and I'm not saying this match was bad. It was a very good match. For what they did out there, it was fucking amazing. All right? But I guarantee you they could have done way much better. But I'm not saying this match was bad. This was a very good match. All right? It was back and forth, a lot of good spots here. And to top it all off, Jay Lethal, as the heel himself, fucking beats AJ Styles with the cradle pile driver. So he literally stole Jerry Lynn's move. And let's be real, when you look at Jerry Lynn Senna, he was on commentary throughout this match. So Mr. Wrestling 3, or Steve Corino in a mask, left. And in comes, Jerry Lynn with Nigel McGuinness. And Jerry Lynn, if you look at him, he literally looks like Joe Warren, the MMA fighter who fights in Bellator, fucking 10 years from now, if Joe Warren were to retire. That's how he literally looks like. And overall, the match itself, like I said earlier, I'm not saying this match was bad. It was a good match. But I feel like it could have been way much better. Okay? And the spots itself, again, is back and forth. And then Lethal, like I said earlier, he hit fucking Styles with the cradle pile driver for the win. And he had this fucking stare down. This fucking stare down of fucking Lethal and fucking fucking Lethal and Jerry Lynn. But overall, I'll be honest, I get it. A lot of you want to see AJ Styles become the Ring of Honor World Champion, myself included. But at the same time, it's one of those things where, Jay Lethal right now is fucking amazing. He's killing it right now. Probably, listen, if Ring of Honor were to do like a Superstar of the Year, he's it. No doubt about it. 2015 was his fucking year. He had the television title for a very long time. He unified it with the world title. The guy is it. Right? There's been talks of, him going to WWE. I don't see it, honestly. But all I gotta say again, Jersey stand up. Jay fucking Lethal, still the Ring of Honor World Champion. And I just can't wait for 2016 for Ring of Honor. I'll be very honest. I've taken a break from Ring of Honor. I stopped watching the product. I just took a break from it. I had a lot of things going on, and with work and all that, and it takes a toll on you. It really does. But I'm really looking forward to 2016 to Ring of Honor. Hell, same thing for TNA, for Pop TV. I'm looking forward to it. All right, here. My thoughts overall on the pay-per-view. Again, solid show. If you missed it, go check it out and see what I'm talking about here. All right. Again, I'm trying to make this review fast because I got to be at work at 9 a.m. So, yeah. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven like you see on the screen. Check me out on Instagram at HeelSteven. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and like this stream or video whenever you watch this, obviously. And check out Final Battle. Go check it out. You know what I mean? More for Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. And I guess for the main event, again, you know what I mean? It's my honest opinion. All right, and as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next video, or until next stream, whenever I do a fucking video again, I'm HeelSteven, and I'm out. Peace.